Guess what? I received a box of mystery items that I've got to create some DIYs with, and you will never believe what this month's theme is. I'm Jamie, the crafty DIY guy. Welcome back to my channel. Alright, you guys, now as I mentioned, it is mystery box challenge time, and my box came from Shannon over at the Cozy Christmas Cottage. Now, we all know and love Shannon. Shannon also has another channel called The Daily DIYer, and we have some really fun themes. So I've cut the tape, but I've not opened my box itself. So each month, the mystery box has a theme that kind of goes along with it. And this month's theme is, well, wow. Part of it is the Grinch. So, Shannon, wow, right off the bat. All right, so let me tell you. So the challenge item is, there's two challenges for this one. One is that we have to have, there's something in here that is automotive themed, and we have to create a DIY with it. And then the second is the Grinch. And if you think about the way the word the Grinch is spelled, the Grinch, something in this box is going to start with either a G, an R, an I, an N, or a C, or an H. And I have to create a DIY with that as well. And then there's always a beautiful theme that happens with the mystery box in December especially. And there's a kind of a giving component. And this is to honor Courtney's mom, of course. And we are going to be doing some sort of random act of kindness. And I'm going to show you in my video what my random act of kindness is. You guys have seen it before. It's my filling of the food pantries and stuff around town. So that's what I'm going to be doing for my random act of kindness. And I think I may, I might just walk into a Dollar Tree. I think I am going to do this actually. Because I always do the food bank thing. So I think what I'm going to do instead is, I don't know if I can film it though. But anyway, I want to go into my local Dollar Tree and buy like, I don't know, maybe $50 worth of $10 gift cards and just walk up to people and just give them a card. So I'm going to figure that out, but you guys will know. So let's get into the box. Again, I mean, Shannon, come on. Crazy. It's beautiful. Even the box that she used is beautiful. So this says, Merry Grinchmas from the Cozy Christmas Cottage, Shannon. Thank you so much, Shannon. This is amazing. Oh, it's a glove. It's a Grinch glove. It was like taped on the back so I could wear the Grinch glove. Should I wear the Grinch glove when we're unpacking stuff? That's so cute. Oh no, it's glued at the top. Okay, so none of that. But that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. I can probably still get it off of there if I really wanted to. But up here on this bulletin board, you can kind of see there any of the cards that I get from like you guys or from like any of the past mystery boxes. They always go up there. So Shannon, that one will go up there as well. All right, let's see what's in here. This is a card. It says, Merry Christmas. Oh, that's cool. Oh, look, keeping with that Grinch theme, green apple. So let's see. Now, again, there's going to be two challenge items in here. And we're going to, whoopsie. Let's see. Hopefully there's no, like, snow or something. Oh, my gosh, Shannon. No. She sent me a $15 Starbucks gift card, y'all. And it says, Happy Holidays, Jamie. Courtney threw in the Grinch challenge, so I sort of ran with a theme. I'm sure you'll notice right away. I hope you have fun crafting with the items that I picked. Wishing you a very Merry Christmas and the happiest New Year's, your friend Shannon. So, oh, I'm so happy. Thank you, Shannon. I love Starbucks, first of all, and there's Starbucks in my building where I work, where I sell real estate, so yay for that. And then also what's kind of really cool is that I've got this now. I've got this to put up there on the wall. Like, everything is good. I've got these green apple chewies. Yum. All right, let's get into this. So the first item is this placemat. By the way, we had to do 8 to 10 items, no more, no less, all from Dollar Tree. So super, super cute placemat. I have not seen that kind there. All right, here are the mystery box item, or the challenge items. So we'll keep those for last. A bottle brush tree. She definitely went with the Grinch theme. The green pom-poms. This might be hard for me, y'all. The green, wow, Shannon, you did a lot of green. Green bells. Some greenery. Some floral foam. This is gonna be hard. Oh my God, y'all. These lights, which I have some of these already. I wish I would have waited for that one DIY that I did. Wow. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little stumped. And I'm not gonna do this video for you guys for like, in order to get it on time, I have to do it like overnight, basically, because I'm leaving to go to Key West very soon. So when you guys are watching this, I will, well, I'll be back by then from my trip, but I'm gonna have to take these. Maybe if I chew on these, it'll give me some good power. All right, let's get into this challenge item. So there's a automobile challenge item, and look, she did custom tags, like how cute, with even the Grinch silhouette in the back. And then there's the Grinch challenge item. Now, this, I already know what this is because I think I bought this for my car. This is a sponge. I bet this is an automobile sponge. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is a nice one, actually. I have not seen this one. You have a good Dollar Tree, Shannon. So it is a microfiber car wash sponge mitt. And it's got this great handle on it. I don't want to mess this up. I want to use this on my car. But the pocket's really cute. Y'all, I'm stumped. I'm already stumped. Is this like karma for me? Because my box actually went over to Christina, and I hope that she doesn't hate me. All right, napkins and Grinch. So I've got some green napkins. I've never seen so much green in my life. And there's green glitter in the bottom of the packaging. So, yeah, I've got my work cut out for me this time. And good thing I got this Starbucks gift card. I'm stumped. I'm not gonna lie. Like, as I'm opening these things, typically I can kind of figure some things out, you know, along the way. Thank you for the Starbucks gift card. Yeah, I'm stumped. I am stumped. So, you guys will see what I'm making in just a few minutes. All right, bye. All right, everyone, and for this first DIY, I'm going to take this placemat as well as this pom-pom trim, and we are going to make something for Mr. Otis. I wanted to make something that he could have in his bed that would give him a little bit of Christmas cheer as well. I just took that placemat and folded it in half and made sure I had a decent crease there. Now I'm going to take a little bit of hot glue, and we are going to go just kind of right on the edge here. I'm not putting a whole lot because you'll see there's kind of a part 2 of the glue, and we'll be adding more for sure at that point. So we are going to just kind of trim this placemat out, or at least half of this placemat out, with our pom-pom trim. So once again, just a little bit of hot glue, and then kind of measure this out a little bit. And by the way, everything in this video is kind of like, my centering was not good. So we're just going to apologize for that right up at the front. And we're going, you'll see sometimes I get it right, like right here. But anyway, we're going to be adding more glue, and we're going to kind of go around the bottom half, or the half of our placemat here. And we are just going to pom-pom trim this out. By the way, This would be just really, really cute to add to some Dollar Tree placemats. Any of these placemats that are kind of this fabric, how cute would this pom-pom tree be just added to those? Great, great, very, very simple DIY that anybody could do. I did go ahead and just cut the trim as I kind of round each corner. That way everything is just nice and clean. And then kind of for this final piece, we are going to once again just add a kind of thin little strip of glue, and we're going to go right down as close to the edge as possible. And then we're going to go in with our pom-pom trim and kind of add that in the on the edge there. And again, remember, I'm only going half. You can kind of see where that crease line is, and that's kind of what the goal is here. So after this is dried, now we're going to go back and we are going to add the other side to this, because we are going to make a little pillow that Mr. Otis can put in his bed. And the thought here is that we would again add more hot glue, because we want to make sure that this is going to stick. I don't want any of these foamy pieces or anything to come out. So again, add hot glue onto the top there. We did add a little bit more. I did add a little bit more. And now you can see we're just kind of smoothing it down. And then we are just going to, I keep saying it's all of us, right? We are going to add some more glue on top of the trim there. And you will see here, I did get burned a little bit. The hot glue is definitely hot. So, ouchie. And now we're going to just continue to kind of smooth down that edge there and make sure that we've got a really good hold, kind of get rid of any glue that might have kind of squirted out. And then for these foamy pieces, this is actually from a pet bed that was kind of a pet bed that he has destroyed. And so I'm using the foam from that. So I figured this would be pretty safe for Otis. Now, I'm not going to be putting very big pieces, because I want this to be something that fits in his little bed that he can just kind of lay on top of. Now, the one thing that I do, and I do this anytime I'm making a pillow or anything, I will stuff as much as I can kind of in the end. And I do that way I can get a nice clean edge when I'm gluing kind of this final piece. So it looks a little kind of weird on that one side, but that's okay, because once you glue this down and the glue is dry, then you can just kind of shaky all around, and you can kind of spread out that foam and kind of make it a little more even. This is a trick for me. It works really, really good. I think I burned myself here again really soon. And again, just smoothing down, making sure everything is good and tight, making sure that anything that has leaked out, we're going to kind of get rid of that. And we are just going to now push down, make sure everything is perfectly sealed. And then now we're going to do that little shaky. And just kind of smooth it out. And you can see it's not super stuffed. Like, it's super, super cute right here. I tried to get Otis to lay on top of it in his pet bed, but he's shy. What can I say? Now, for this next DIY, I'm going to take this cording and these green bells that Shannon included in my box, and we're going to make a Grinch Trap. Now, I was surprised when I opened this up, because I actually thought that this was kind of like pipe cleaner, like really, really thin, but it's actually wide, but it still works, which is really, really fun. Now, I did use this entire roll. This is about 9 feet of this, and what I'm going to do is kind of start squeezing the ends here. And we're going to kind of make a point, because we are going to thread this through these jingle bells. Now, if you keep kind of twisting this, but then you add maybe just a little tiny bit of glue, I'm putting it right on my glue mat there, because it's not going to stick. It's a silicone mat, and I will link this in the description box for you guys below if you want to check this out. It's 24 by 36. It's a fantastic size. It does not stick like paint. You can wipe everything off of it. I love these so much. So take your jingle bells, feed them through, and then you are going to just pull it all the way down to the end of your ribbon, and you're just going to keep feeding these through. Now, the good thing about this is, because you're not using twine, the bells are pretty much going to stay in place, which I love. And think about like I was gonna say Halloween, but like think about Christmas Eve, right? The kids are scared about the Grinch. They don't want the Grinch coming to take their presents. You could set a Grinch trap, and you could very easily, prevent the Grinch from coming into the house. And the idea with this is, now I don't like onions. We know that the Grinch loves onions. And my thought here is put out a big onion. Take this kind of garland and that you're creating, and maybe like string it around the bottom of the doorway or like the bottom step of the front porch, and put the onion out there and tell your kids that this is the Grinch Trap. That way, if the Grinch tries to come into the house to get the presents, he'll get distracted by the onion, and the jingle bells will jingle when he trips over the Grinch Trap, and he will run away and not take their presents. That could be really, really fun, and kind of a different way of, when you think about Christmas and you leave out carrots for Rudolph and you leave cookies for Santa. Like, this is really a fun way to kind of do this. And again, you can tie this around the tree. You could put it on your fireplace mantle. You could put it in a doorway and create that Grinch trap. Super, super fun. Love the way that this turned out. Now, believe it or not, this isn't the last DIY. This is one of the challenge items. These napkins, because they start with N, and we're talking about the Grinch here, we're going to make something with those. I'm also going to use the foam blocks. I'm going to use that red and white twine, and then I have this piece of wood, and I have this wood dowel rod, and I have a drill bit that's the same size as the dowel rod. So go ahead and just drill a hole in the center of your piece of wood. And with this one, you don't want to go all the way through. So just be careful. Go really, really slow. Don't pick it up and do silly things like that, like I just did there. And just make sure that your dowel rod fits down inside there, and mine fits really, really good. Once again, not centered. I need to do a better job of centering my footage here for you guys. I'm so sorry. And we're going to push that aside. Now we are going to take our foam blocks. These foam blocks did also come in my mystery box from Shannon. By the way, her channel is the Cozy Christmas Cottage. Definitely check out her channel. She just reached 100,000 subscribers. So happy for her. And then, of course, we all know and love her from her other channel, The Daily DIYer. I think this is the first box, actually, that I've ever received from Shannon. So, Shannon, this was a lot of fun. I was stumped at first for sure, and I think I did a pretty good job with it. All right, so go ahead and take your foam blocks and your napkins, and we are going to use these napkins like wrapping paper. I'm going to take these napkins, and we're going to cut them in half, and then we are going to trim them down just a little bit. Now, that kind of extra piece that comes in there, if you want to pull that white liner out of your napkins, you certainly can. I didn't feel like it was necessary. If anything, I think it kind of beefed up the paper a little bit. Now, we are going to wrap each one of these foam blocks in our napkin, just like it was wrapping paper. Grab some tape. I've got my little bulldog tape dispenser that I picked up from Target. I've had this for years. This is part of the Nate Berkus line, and I believe that they still sell some of the Nate Berkus stuff at Target. I don't know if they still have this bulldog tape dispenser or not, but it's certainly cute, and I've seen some really, really cute ones. I have scissors that are gold and everything that matches everything. It's a great little desk accessory. So now you are literally just wrapping all four of your foam blocks. And depending on how tall or how big you want this to be, you could certainly have fun with it. What I also love about this is that if you wanted to incorporate this same idea and make something much bigger, you could easily do this. Now, after you've got everything wrapped, we are going to take that red and white twine and we are just going to tie off our presents almost like they are wrapped up little packages or little gifts. And, you can wrap this a couple times if you wanted to. I just kind of went one time. And then I did keep these strings just kind of extra long on here. That was just kind of a decision I made last minute. You certainly don't have to do that. You can cut them down a little bit smaller. I didn't know originally how this was going to end up, so that's kind of why I kept the strings long. Go ahead and just tie them off into bows and, make them kind of normal size, if that makes any sense. And again, you're just wrapping. Just keep wrapping till you've got all 4 of those packages wrapped up. And then you can kind of go ahead and tie off your bows. I chose to just kind of add my bows after the fact. Totally up to you. Either one is going to work out just fine. So after we've got all of our packages wrapped, go ahead and put them aside. Now you've got the stand here. And for the stand, I am going to be using this rouge color. This is by Folk Art, I believe. And I'm going to just paint this up. I am only going to worry about painting the base. And this is a chalk paint. I'm just going to do the base. And I did end up doing 2 coats of this. I like this rouge color because it's not kind of your bright traditional red. It's a little muted. I also like that it kind of matches the kind of muted tones that are in with the napkins, and then that red and white twine, it still kind of pops off of that. You're really not going to see it a whole lot. What's most important with this kind of idea, if you want to replicate this, is really having something that is heavy enough to kind of support whatever your packages are going to be like. So just go ahead and, if you're impatient like me, pull out your heat gun and let those dry. And then you've got your 4 little presents here, and we are going to start stacking these. And this is such a fun idea, such a fun little knick-knack. And the idea here is we're going to have a stack of presents that is kind of a 3D DIY. It's going to be something that, again, you can replicate with larger packages. If you wanted to build something with some plywood and some dowel rods, you could make something really, really big that sits out on your front porch. This could actually be a lot of fun. Take a pencil and just kind of stick it through your packages. Sorry, again, I know it's not centered. It's been a crazy week, guys. Believe it or not, when you watch this video, by the time you see this video, guess what? I've had my first real estate closing. So, been a little distracted this week because of everything going on with that. But yay, I hit my goal, and I'm so excited to share all that with you guys too. So now that you've got your holes kind of poked through in your first package on the dowel rod, now go ahead and take your pencil and kind of poke it through again, and do it at a different angle, because this is Dr. Seuss. This is the Grinch. This is like just random kind of stacks of packages. Now, you could totally mix up your wrapping paper and get a bunch of different wrapping paper. Again, if you wanted to do something that was multi-sized or multi-tiered, and you are just going to keep kind of threading those presents through. What I like about using the foam blocks for this is because it is so lightweight. The stand that I'm choosing to use there is perfect. It's going to hold everything just fine. And then once again, you're just taking that pencil, figuring out kind of how you want your package to stack. And you are just going to stick that pencil right through again. Just be very, very careful when you do this, because you don't want this to, you don't want to poke yourself. And you'll notice too that my pencil is not sharpened. I kind of did that on purpose because I didn't want to stab myself, because again, I've been so distracted with everything that I was pretty sure that I would kind of stab through my hand. And that was not a blooper that we wanted to share with all of you guys. For your last package, depending on how tall your dowel rod is, you will want to make sure that your pencil does not go all the way through your package. package because you don't want that dowel rod to stick out at the top. Now, if you did happen to do that, you could add a bead or something at the top. You could do a lot of fun things with it. And this is what it looks like when it's done. I think it's so, so cute. I can only imagine what this would look like if it was really big packages on the front porch. So fun. Now, this is the last challenge item, and this is the automotive piece. And we're going to take this sponge. Also, remember this glove that came on this board that kind of Shannon included as my kind of oversized Grinch card? Well, guess what, Shannon? I'm going to use that to my advantage. I'm also using some of this scrap wood, and I also have this cutting board that I picked up from Dollar Tree. And first things first, that wood ball has been used on a previous project, which is why it has that goop of glue already on it. And that goop of glue is going to help me secure this ball to this wooden rod. So we are going to do that and just stick that down. I believe those balls came from Hobby Lobby, and I've just had them forever. The kind of rectangular piece that came from Crafter Square, and then of course the cutting board is also from Dollar Tree. We are going to go ahead and glue this down kind of like this, and the idea here is add a lot of glue. We're going to do a lot of glue. This is just the regular kind of all-purpose Shore Bonder glue. And by the way, they do make a wood glue as well, which you could certainly use if you wanted to. But the all-purpose kind of everyday glue that I use from Shore Bonder all the time, it's really, really good. It's really, really good, y'all. And we're just going to set this up and go ahead and take your little makeup applicator, your spatula. Don't use your fingers unless you want to get burned. And just kind of get rid of any of that excess glue. And we are just going to kind of clean this up a little bit, again, with the spatula. And we're going to set this aside because I want this to set up and I want this to dry. And I want to be able to paint this in a little bit. The paint, by the way, that I'm using is Waverly's ink. I'm just going to speed this up because we all know how to paint. By the way, anytime you're using chalk paint, I love to use these sponge brush applicators, the round ones that you can get. I love the way that they work. All right, for the sponge, go ahead and we're going to cut off this green kind of color. This is kind of perfect for the Grinch, although I'm going to set this green aside. We're not going to be using that for this particular project. And now we're going to take my hand. I'm going to lay it on top of my sponge, and I'm just going to trace around my fingers. This is just a general guide. This is not meant to kind of mimic my hand or anything. I'm just kind of using my hand as a guide, and you'll see kind of totally what I'm talking about here in just a minute. What I wanted to do was really just make sure that the pieces that I was going to be cutting and kind of inserting into the glove were going to be the right size, or about the right size anyway. Now I'm just going to take my scissors and we are going to start cutting out that hand. And you will see that the kind of the sponge itself is a little thick for the glove. So what I end up doing is, well, I don't want to give any spoilers just yet. Just go ahead and start cutting out your hand shape and save those shapes, put those shapes aside because they will come in handy if you know what I mean there. And we are going to just keep cutting these out. And essentially what we're doing is we are stuffing that glove with these kind of finger pieces of the sponge. So the idea originally was that I thought I could feed this through, but the sponge is so soft and it just didn't fit inside. So we just started cutting fingers off. We're cutting fingers off, we're trimming them down, and we're stuffing them inside of the fingertips. Now, again, this is me not focusing and not centering properly, and but I think you'll get the idea anyway. I'm so sorry again, guys. But start kind of feeding those little finger pieces inside of your glove, and you're just going to kind of work them down. I think that if you added some hot glue or something onto the sponge and kind of molded it maybe into finger shapes, that you could have probably, wait until the glue is dry, of course. Possibly even if you were to grab like one of those skeleton hands that they had at the Dollar Tree. If I would have had one of those, I would have used that in a minute for this because that would have been perfect for this. But Either way, you'll see that the sponge actually ends up working out just fine. So the idea here is that you're just going to keep stuffing this until you've got something that kind of resembles a hand like this. Now, remember the stand that we created, and remember I said that you didn't have to worry about painting the wood ball, and this is the reason. Now, the hand needs a little help. The hand needs to be kind of played around with a little bit, but that's okay. We're going to add a ton of hot glue onto that ball. You could use a wood block, really kind of anything, just to kind of secure the hand onto the end of the stand, and then just kind of play around, kind of shift it around while the glue is still hot, and it definitely burned a little bit. You can see the green fur sticking to my hand. The Grinch got me, and we are just going to kind of go through and just kind of keep spacing and playing around with this until you've got something that resembles a hand kind of reaching out. Now that you've got the hand all set up on your stand, you're going to take your solar light bulb and you're going to wrap a couple of the Grinch fingers around it. You could certainly do one or two. I decided just to kind of do the one at the end there, and part of that was because of the way that the hand was stuffed. It just wasn't really cooperating. I promise it looks really cute though when it's done. So go ahead and add your bulb to this, and because this is solar, you can use this indoors, by the way. So this could be a really cute kind of nightlight for your kids. Just play around with the shaping and kind of the moving around of the foam and the fur and getting everything set up. And when this is all done, you've got the absolute cutest little nightlight. I love the way that this turned out. This looks so cute during the day, and if you're wondering how it looks at night, yes, it is definitely something that lights up at night. This could be adorable on the front porch. This could be a fun nightlight for your kids. Super, super cute, and I really, really love the way that this turned out. All right, you guys, I wanted to jump on here real quick and let you know what my random act of kindness was. Now, I did a couple things throughout the year. I've been doing the Crafty Cares. Every time I go to a Dollar Tree, or every time I do a Dollar Tree haul, I will go and I will buy food items and I will take them by the free kind of little pantries that are here in my neighborhood. There's actually one that is not too far from my house. They have a setup where you can donate non-perishable items, and then they also have a area where you can donate some hygiene items. So I've been doing that periodically throughout the year. But I also went to Dollar Tree, and during the last shopping haul that I did, I bought $10. I bought $50 worth of $10 gift cards. And I just walked around Dollar Tree and handed them out to people that I saw. I saw 5 people at my store. I just said, hey, this is just for me, or from a stranger. Enjoy, happy holidays, and literally kept it at that. I didn't want to make it about like self-promotion or come watch my YouTube. I just wanted to do it just because, and the only thing I told them was pay it forward to somebody else. Enjoy your holidays. And I really think it made a big difference in a lot of people's lives. And you know, I know it's only $10, but sometimes you don't know if that $10 is what's feeding people, or if it's just giving them $10 extra to just buy 10 extra things, you know, or I guess since Dollar Tree's increased their prices, it's probably like, what, 8 things, 7 things. But anyway, that is what I did. Courtney, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for using and choosing to love me and be my friend, but also for letting me participate in the mystery box challenges every year. It's been so much fun. And you guys, when you are watching this, I will have had a real estate closing. So super excited about there. My mind is like in 1,000 different places right now. And I'm just excited. I'm really, really excited about 2024 and what's to come. I will have more videos for you. Don't worry, this is not my last December video. And until then, I will see you later. All right, guys, take care. Bye-bye.